Today I thought we'd have a look at the Hornby Forum to give some idea of what's available, how you use it, and the scale of resources that's out there for us, particularly now in TT. Hornby Forum had a revamp a few months ago. You may or may not have seen that already. But you go to hornby.com, you go to forums. This gives you your options here. Now I've already selected the ones that interest me, but there's a whole list of options here. You simply tick the ones that are suitable for you, that match your interests, and off you go. For the purpose of this one, although I usually have HM7000 as well, I'm going to remove that, and you can see it adjusts here. Stuff that is new since your last visit is highlighted. It is in bold, so you can quickly find out what you have and haven't read. You can set that up. First of all, you have to log in yourself. I should have said that before. I'm logged in as GMD and I'm counted as a collaborator. Apparently I'm on rank 7 of 14. Not entirely sure what that means, but it gives you some idea of those who are regular contributors and those who are particularly experienced at the top end, and therefore you can trust their comments more. But there's no problem with new folk joining. In fact, there's been a steady increase in people using it, which is tremendous. It is a very useful resource. There's lots of very helpful people on the forum. You can often get very quick answers. Occasionally you'll get someone who gets a little bit frustrated if you've asked the same sort of question as 10 other people have asked in the same sort of question in the last month, and they'll simply direct you to a previous thread. Don't get offended if that happens, but the moderators particularly, who are active on the forum the most, who are the ones who give out the best information, if they've given out the same information 10 times before, you can understand why it gets occasionally a bit frustrating. That's not a knock at them at all, and it's an exception rather than a common experience, but it can be there. Up here you have your notifications, how you set them up. You have people reacting to your posts or quoting you in a comment that they make themselves. You can get a quick idea of what's happening there. At the top then you can see pinned posts. That little pin indicates that these are posts that are stuck to the top of the forum so that you can quickly access them. Some of them are a bit dated, some of them are still very relevant. They're considered things that are such that new people getting into TT120, they're likely to want to know this kind of thing. So it gets pinned to the front, and that's great. You get all sorts of different topics covered. You can see the total member, there's nearly 1 million members on here, which is quite a remarkable. That's of course on the whole forum, not just the TT120 by any means, but it's a very healthy number. You get people asking for comments on their layouts, asking about upcoming locos. If you just leave your mouse pointer over one, as you can see, you get a little pop-up to see what is included in that topic. Someone else offering comment on their layout. George has got good stuff up. There you are, a year with my TT120. A little bit of interest just now on Accurascale, who have teased us with releasing small figures in TT120. That may mean nothing, or it may mean something. Who can tell? You'll get to know familiar characters on here as well. Some post quite regularly, some post very occasionally. And you'll get also your own sense of who you prefer listening to. Some guys you can follow, you can connect with them directly, you can also direct message them. If you find their comments particularly useful or their attitude particularly positive, you can respond to that. So here you can tell I've been on the forum relatively recently because there's not much that's in bold, but class 37 liveries is in bold. So I'm just going to click on that. And at the top of this, it's quite a useful post to see. They're asking as a quick poll of members Who wants to see which livery? The 37 has been announced for TT. It's not out. They haven't said what liveries they're going to do. This is not Hornby asking. Tim Allen has put this up. And that helps, I think, to give a steer as to where the interest lies. So you can see basically BR versions are way out in front. BR green, blue small logo, blue large logo. They cover 70% of the demand, at least based on this forum response. So you can interact with that, you can vote, and then you can put other comments down below. Scrolling down to the bottom, you can find here unread replies. So this is the line. When you click on the link, it took me directly here because I've read the top part of the post. This is what I haven't read yet. And you can see where confirmed, but as they said, might not stick to that. So it says in the previous post, I think there are 2 confirmed for the first release. Hopefully more 37 confirmed closer to time. They were confirmed, as I said, they might not stick to it. So in other words, they already said, yes, we're going to do 2 releases, 2 liveries for the first release of the 37s when they come out, but that is clearly not fixed in stone. Lots of options here. This is the sort of thing that was in a previous magazine, if I remember right, in a previous catalogue. And you can just follow the comment as it goes down. You get an idea here as well of the number of posts. So Stu Large 103, Rally Mat 3.1 thousand. So you can tell from that quite quickly how much time someone spends, how much investment they are, how much invested they are into this forum, and that can be useful. So you can reply to a topic, and maybe we'll go back into that. I'll go back to this one. And reply to this topic. So I could quote somebody here. I can tag them. If say I wanted to tag Stu Large, I would type in at STU, and while it's thinking, it'll find all the people with similar handles. If you click on that, you can see you get this posted. And then I can put into it some reply to Stuart. He says, let's hope someone is paying attention. And let's just agree with that. So, it would be kind of. So there we go. Brief comment made. I can simply then submit reply. I can add photos, etc. if I wanted to. You can do some formatting, can add links, and so on. So submit reply. There we go. Now, if you want to start a new topic entirely, here we go. This won't apply to class 37, but it will stay within, start a new topic in this forum. So why do that? It is going to stay in TT120. You can see what I am here, home, brands, TT120, create new topic. So I could put in a title such as new Mac trains video coming out soon. And then I can simply put down below, this is a placeholder for an upcoming Mac trains video on the usefulness of this forum. Apologies for my clickety clacking away on the keyboard. I've got sort of 2.5 fingers on one hand and 1.5 on the other. I've just about managed to operate a keyboard. It's not the most elegant solution. I never did touch typing. So you get the idea. Hopefully that's of some use to you. And then you simply submit that topic. I'm not going to actually put this one up just now, you can understand. But you can see it's a content option. I could also put up a poll title, add choices. which is what Tim Allen did in terms of what liveries would you like to see for the Class 37. So very usable, very helpful. I've just swiped back to avoid that. Other options here are you can search. So if you're looking to get advice on some particular area, maybe how do you add sound, one of the new HM7000 decoders to one of the TT locos, you can search and find that kind of information. Do a quick search first for any question. If you can't find it, don't worry, stick up your own request and someone will either direct you to where it already is or they'll give you an answer there and then. And usually you're not waiting more than half an hour at the most to get a reply, which is great. You also get here, you can see who else is on the TT120 forum just now. So Skelton is here. And he'll be able to see that GMD is here as well. So it is changed. Some folk took a while to get used to it. I actually think it's much improved. It's certainly much more responsive, particularly in terms of adding any photos, which were painfully slow before. There's still some glitches, but that's much improved. Adding links to posts is much better, and embedding even links. You can have a YouTube link that comes up as an embedded post. So maybe I can try to find something along these lines. This is always an interesting one. What did you receive today? So you get updates of the new stuff that comes out, which is tremendous. Try that one just now. So a few folk are starting to get the Accurascale research team figures from TT120. Pictures of the new coaches just come out. Restaurant buffet cars. Pin gauge help you to set the back-to-backs for your rolling stock. And again, there's a picture of the TT120 Accurascale figures notionally measuring up. Some lovely little 3D prints that Rallymat has posted. I don't know who I think he said who they were made by, but they're very nice. By Cooper Mine Miniatures. I think they're beautifully printed, so that's nice to see. My difficulty would be in then painting that up to anything that would match the standard of the print. But there's lots of options on here, as you can see. So I would certainly recommend it. I know there are other forums available. This is not the only one. But given that TT120 is so largely based within Hornby's own product range right now, the Hornby Forum does have a lot of invested people who are knowledgeable and will give you help. So feel free to have a wander around, take it from there. Thanks for watching.